Hello dear students, my name is Vikram Nalabde. I am an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department and I am working at Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Yadra, Isarganj. In last lecture we have covered some basics about automobile engineering. So in today's lecture we'll cover some of the contents. Syllabus has been covered, only basic points will clear here. Then objectives, introduction, classification and body styles, component of an automobile, and these points, cylinder arrangements, power requirements, tractive forces and performance curves will be covered in coming lectures. So as per our syllabus we have already covered the classification here. Now today we'll discuss remaining main components of the automobile and articulated vehicles. So objectives of the lecture here: to know the various types of classification of an automobile that we have already covered in a previous lecture. In today's lecture the objective is to know various styles and bodies of an automobile and to understand the components of an automobile. Last two objectives, that is to understand engine cylinders arrangement and to understand power requirements, tractive forces and performance curves. These two objectives will cover in coming lectures. So we'll focus on these two objectives in this lecture. So let's discuss about various styles of the body. Generally there are three types of car bodies. One is closed body, then open body and some of the special styles. So in closed car, first type is sedan car or saloon car. So generally these type of cars are having four doors, a single compartment with two rows of seat and a fixed roof which is at full height up to the rear windows. So generally in day-to-day life these sedan cars we are observing moving on the roads. There is separate luggage space usually at the rear. The term saloon is a British word and sedan is used in USA. Then next is hatchback car. A saloon with a door at the back is called hatchback. So this is the smaller portion in which the luggage carrying capacity is lesser than this saloon or sedan cars. Next is coupe cars. These cars generally there is only one row of seats for two persons. So if we compare it with the saloon cars, there are capacity of minimum 5 peoples, 2 rows. In first row 2 people and in last row maximum 3 people, 3 persons can be occupied. But here in coupe cars its style is such like that it is having only one row which carries 2 persons in this car, and this is the style called coupe car. An ordinary saloon with roof line at decreased height is also called coupe sometimes. Then next is limousine car. So limousine is a different closed car. You will observe the length of the car is huge as compared to other cars. So in this large 6-seater or bigger passenger compartments are often driven by a chauffeur. So in this driving compartment is separated from the rear compartment by a sliding glass division. So such type of cars in India, these are used in functional occasions. Then is Fastback Car. In Fastback Car, the roof slopes down at a smooth angle to the tail of the car, and there is no separate toe at the rear end. So again, these are different type of cars in which only one side doors are present, and from roof it is directly inclined to its rear end. So this is a closed type of style in the cars. Next we'll discuss that body styles in open type. So generally we'll discuss first one is that is sports car. So this term commonly used for relatively a small, low, slung car with a high performance engine and excellent handling. In case of racing, such kind of cars can be used. Then next is convertible car. The roof in this is of a soft folding type. So as we are discussing about the open cars, so the foldable roof type is present in convertible car. Generally windows of special wind up design, and with these provisions the car may be either open or enclosed. So this is convertible car, it can be closed or it can be open. Then next is Cabrio Coach or semi-convertible car. So a vehicle with a roof where a retractable textile cover often acts as a large sunroof. This is an old style and is found rarely in modern cars. So earlier it was in use, nowadays very rare cars these are in use. Then next is Coupe Convertible Cars. In previous slide we discussed about the Coupe car. So that is the car in which only one row of passenger seats are available, but that is in the closed system. But here Coupe Convertible Car, it also has only one row of sitting without the roof. So a type of convertible coupe with a rigid roof that can be retracted inside the lower part of the vehicle body. Then next type of cars we'll discuss about the special styles. So these are the special cars. Generally the type is estate car, or it is also called station wagon. So a saloon car. So in previous we have discussed, this is the sedan car or saloon car. So in similar manner we can compare it with this special car. This is the saloon car with passenger roof extended right up to the rear end. So you observe that the sitting capacity is extended up to the rear end. Rear door for loading with the rear seats usually collapsible in this system. Now next is sports utility vehicle, that is also termed in short manner, that is SUV. So SUV it is a vehicle having large tires, higher setting and more ground clearance. Engine area is separate, but passenger and luggage area are enclosed together. Usually these have a four-wheel drive system or an option for the same. So in day-to-day life we are observing many SUVs moving on the road. Now next type of vehicle we will discuss, that is called articulated vehicles. So in this diagram these are mentioned. These are called articulated vehicles. Generally as here it is mentioned that these are heavy goods vehicle consisting of a tractor and a semi-trailer. So in articulated vehicle it is made up of two units. So it must be observed, this is the first unit and remaining is the second unit. So first unit is called tractor unit and second unit is called trailer unit. The tractor unit acts as a hose to pull the trailer unit, which is a carrier for load, and the trailer is partially superimposed on the tractor, which carries an appreciable part of trailer weight. The articulated vehicle resembles with that of a horse-driven carriage or cart, as the hose can be removed away from the carriage. Similarly, the tractor portion can also be disconnected with the trailer or vice versa. This both can be separated from each other. The cart is also superimposed partially on the horseback like the trailer on the tractor and carries an appreciable part of cart load. The tractor takes the place of horse and horse-drawn carriage takes the shape of the horseless self-propelled carriage known as articulated vehicle. So you must be observing this part that while moving or while in motion it acts as two different bodies which can be controlled. So front part is generally termed as a tractor and the part behind it, that is called trailer, which carries the luggage and the other utilities. Generally this type of a vehicle has a smaller turning circle than the rigid. So this is one of the example of the articulated vehicle, that this portion is called tractor portion, which carries this trailer, which occupies heavy weight or luggage and other material to be transported. So this is detachable. The tractor can directly move off after reaching destination. So this is the advantage, that both parts can be detached. There is less traction available. Moreover, steering is more difficult in this case, as the trailer wheels do not follow the same path as the tractor wheels. So much control has to be follow in the case of articulated vehicles. So one more example is shown, that this is the articulated vehicle, how difficult such kind of articulated vehicle has for the movement while running on the roads. So you just observe that this traction or the tractor part, which only is used to give the motion to the remaining trailer. Generally in case of transportation of heavy materials, such kind of vehicles are used. So as we have discussed right now, that the rotary part of this, it has very lesser amount